Hi. Hi, everybody. So, I play a game at work so that I don't like flip out one day and just immediately begin like attacking customers. Just like I'm trying to avoid becoming a feral animal at my job, because basically my job is Googling things that people aren't willing to Google themselves. Like, hey, how do I do this? That's a great question. Let me Google this in front of you. And then read that shit off the website to your fucking face. And it's not like they didn't ask something and they didn't know what the technical term is. That's okay. When someone goes like, hey, there's these things, I don't know what they are, and it's like, it's this, it's kind of complicated, let me double check it, this is in a field manual somewhere. It's like people go up to me and be like, hey, I was just curious, like, does this thing come with this? And I'll pick up like the box and look at it and be like, package contents include. Yes. And then hand it back to them and they go, like, yeah, like, what do you do for a living? Because it's obviously paying you too much to exist. Here's a game I play though. I play a game called Cracker Barrel with Bob Evans. And let me explain. I work right off the highway, and off the highway there is a Bob Evans followed by a Cracker Barrel. The scoring system is loose at best, but this is how the game goes. When I'm driving, and I notice someone that is either driving just super erratic and fast and they have no goddamn control of their vehicle, I wager they're going to Cracker Barrel. It could be 1 mile into my 5 mile commute, and I'm like, that's a Cracker Barrel person. I've got to get behind this to confirm it. If they're driving slow and they can't maintain their lane, and they're signaling and then not signaling and then signaling again and merging into the wrong lane, then I'm like, this is a Bob Evans driver. It's one of the two. And kind of how I look at it is, if they go to one of the two, I still win because they share patrons. Like, it's a Bob Evans person, but their friends all went to Cracker Barrel, so they just got pulled there. So, like, the scoring can get inverted. Here's the thing is, like, perfect example. I got off the highway, I made a right turn, there's a vehicle, it stopped in the middle of the road, signaled to the right, signaled to the left, cut in front of a car, almost caused an accident, waved, and then pulled into Bob Evans. And I was like, I called that shit 2 miles away. 10 points. Where like, I watched a car, it basically rolled a stop sign into the intersection, which stopped traffic, then signaled and went right down the middle of the road and pulled into the exit of a Cracker Barrel, while someone that was driving out of the exit gave them the finger, but the person that was in front of them pulled into the exit of the Cracker Barrel and was giving the finger to someone that was pulling out of the entrance, who was also giving the finger. So I was like, everybody just gave each other the bird, and half of this room is wrong, but I got my 10 points. This is why this is sad to me. I've been keeping track. I'm into the mid-400s. I'm at 472. I have an 83% accuracy rating at this game. People are readable. This shit is real. I'm quitting smoking, working on it. I got a vaporizer, which just feels weird, but the thing I think I'm going to miss the most is just giving homeless people an answer they didn't want. Like, I don't give homeless people a real answer, I just give them a solution to a different problem. Homeless people used to come up to me like, hey man, you got like a quarter or like $1 or something? And be like, oh, I don't have money for food or sustenance, but here's a delicious cigarette. This will kill you much faster than food and get you out of this horrible place in any way possible. I'm a realist. When someone hands me a cigarette, I'm like, thank you for trying to get me out of here faster. Not like this immediate area. I mean the existential sense. Like, you're moving this along quicker. Keeping me going. I hate signs that are bullshit. Anybody else just see signs and you're like, this is fucking stupid? I'll give you an example. I saw a sign on someone's front yard in the middle of the city that said trespassers will be shot on sight, and I was like, no. That's not how the castle law in Ohio works. That's just murder. And I know that I can't put up a sign in my front yard that just says, murder legal here. It doesn't work like that. I was behind a truck and had a sign that said, this vehicle is not responsible for broken windshields, and I was like, fuck you. Yes, you are. Like, I can't slap a sticker on the back of my car that said, intoxicated driving legal within these four wheels. Officer, didn't you see a sign? I put a sign on my car. Obviously, I've been drinking. It's the law in this vehicle. Put a sign in my front yard that says cocaine legal here. Officer, you don't have the permission to come into my house. Yeah, we have some rightful causes to search. What would that be? There's a big sign in the front that says you're probably doing coke. Well, that makes it doesn't make it legal. Oh, shit. Stop signs without a sticker. Does anybody know this rule? This is a real thing. If a stop sign doesn't have a sticker that says it's endorsed by the state, that shit is a suggestion. And I make sure everyone around me knows that it's not valid by ignoring it to its face. Public safety be damned, I'm a fucking menace. You want to make a safe world? Have better rules. You want to have specific rules? Make sure I can't find my way around that shit. Because I will. Every fucking time. I grew up in a weird... Anybody have like a weird relationship with their father or mother or anybody?
Yeah!
Yeah? I have a weird relationship with my dad. And let me explain this. Me and my dad don't bond. Like, we don't ever do anything together, ever. What it is one of us will go do the thing and the other person will check the work when no one's looking and fix it just properly, and then no one will talk about that shit until it breaks, and then it's both of our faults equally. Doesn't matter. My dad went to set up a stereo system, and I was watching him and I was like, dude, you could not wire 5 speakers to the same terminal on an amp from 1983. And he was like, are you going to stand here and tell me how to set up a stereo that I'm old for older than you? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, what do you know about setting up stereos? Little backstory, little hidden gem. My job is professionally setting up audio equipment and has been for 3 fucking years. So that's my actual job, is what he's not doing. And I'm like, you're gonna fucking cut the ohms down on that to like 2. Love this shit. And he was like, nah, I'll fix it later. But like, I just had to go rip all the wires out. Here's the thing about it that was funny though. For one thing my dad can do, my dad can draw like hell. My dad is an artist. And it's funny because he recently found a book. Because like you draw by increments. Somebody's X thumbs high or their X heads high. And he was like, oh, check this book out. And he tossed me this book. And this is like the notes. It's like, people on average are about 8 to 9 butts high. They're about 2 butt cheeks wide, depending on weight. Some people are actually up to 4 butt cheeks wide, minding the curvature. And this is literally written down in my dad's like 20, when he was 20 years old, like 50-year-old notebook. And I'm like, I think you just had an art teacher that was a pervert. That was like, butts are good, you can measure most things in butts. And then my mind instantly jumped back like, you think the king of England was just a fucking pervert? Where they're like, what do we measure this in? And he's like, feet! And they're like, yeah, you say that to a lot of things, but we'll go with this time. Like, women, you gotta watch out for guys that have a foot fetish, because they're not in it for your heart, they're in it for your soul. Nailed it. To me, like, fetishes are interesting because most people have them. Whether you like titties, whether you like ass. Like, if you look at something and then you immediately go from fucking 0 to 10,000, it's probably your thing. It's on Pornhub, and there's a lot of it. So use the internet to your advantage. But, like, I had a friend that was going on a rant, was like, fetishes are weird. Like, I had a guy once that just wanted to comb my hair. And that was, like, what got him off. And I was like, well, that makes sense. Because we have hair. Like, that makes sense. Someone is aroused by hair because we have hair. And it's like, the one that doesn't make sense is when it's like, yeah, my boyfriend has an odd fetish. And it's like, what is it? And it's like, yeah, he wants me to walk through the house dressed as a janitor and throw away vintage baseball cards while he watches from CC, or like, closed circuit camera and masturbates. And it's like, why? And it's like, that one needs explaining. Like, there's a lot going on in that one that we're going to have to deal with. But I don't know. I just think that shit's ridiculous. You know, we have the basic ones, but somewhere somebody's like, what really turns me on is when model airplanes catch on fire. And it's like, just model airplanes? It's like, yep, just model airplanes. No cars? No cars. Never cars. Unless it's that one car that's an airplane from James Bond, then it's kind of hot. That's all I